Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. Before we get started on everything that I want to get covered in this reading for today, I have a couple of PSAs, public service announcements. I'm going to get through these very quickly so that we can move on to the reading. First of all, I just have to apologize to everybody. This head cold that I've been dealing with for the past week, somehow I lost Sunday. It disappeared. I thought yesterday, all day yesterday was Saturday, and it was Sunday. So somehow I lost a day. And subsequently, I did not upload the weekly Thoth Tarot reading and angel message. And I'm really sorry about that, guys. If you need me to do that late for you, let me know in the comments here, and I will do that as soon as I see those comments. Otherwise, we will just get all caught up next weekend. So that's number one. Number two, this reading in particular, some of the things that we're going to cover is going to talk about emotional body and expression of the emotional body. And if you are looking for information on the emotional body, my authentic self playlist, basically there's 4, I believe now, episodes in there, and I need to get that caught up for you guys as well. So again, my apologies. Life catches up with us, doesn't it, on that. But if you do want more information about what the differences are between the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, a lot of that information is in that series as well. So you are welcome to take a look at that if you would like. Thank you so much. That's the end of our PSAs. So greetings. I am so glad that you're joining us today. If you're new here, this channel is all about providing as much love and support and encouragement and guidance as I can channel to you through these readings, through these images of the cards, and through the messages that are in the book as well, which we will cover in just a few minutes. I haven't looked in the book to see what the actual book reading says, and sometimes it's weirdly parallel to what I get from the card itself. So don't be surprised with that at all. But we will go through the book, and there will be a little exercise to do at the very end. So be watching for that as well. If you feel so inclined to like and or subscribe to the video and or channel, I don't get any money from these. This will never be a monetized channel, but it does help the YouTube algorithm, help other people find these videos and find this channel. And you and I both know, considering what kind of recommendations YouTube gets in our feed, that algorithm needs as much help as it can get, doesn't it? So welcome that, as well as comments on the stone that we're talking about, the grid that we're talking about, and or any of the information that is channeled to you from me directly. So feel free to leave comments if you would like. All right, we have got here card number 3, communication, and the stone for the day is, I'm going to butcher this, chalconthite, which is not a stone I'm familiar with personally. So we'll look at a little bit of information about that as well. And there's some lapis lazuli in here as well. But I want to talk about the grid, because part of the reason why these readings are so energetic is because of these grids that these stones are built into and the power that's coming to us from these directly. So our shape, the grid that we've got for today, is an 8-pointed star. And the origin of the 8-pointed star is not known actually, but it's thought to date back to ancient times. Now, the first recorded use of this symbol was by the Babylonians around 3000 BC. So that's 5,000 years ago. 5,000 years of holy people using this particular shape, this particular geometric shape, to do powerful workings, to be working with different various stones, different various energies. So very, very powerful grid that we've got for today. The 8-pointed star later appeared in ancient Egypt, where it was associated with the goddess Isis. The number 8 was also sacred in ancient Egyptian mythology due to the nature of the Agdod, the group of 8 primeval gods. These deities were sometimes represented in represented by octograms. The eight-pointed star is also known as the Star of Bethlehem in the Judeo-Christian format, and the 8 points represent the 8 Beatitudes. And if you're not familiar with those, I strongly recommend looking those up because they're the same across all religions, across all philosophies. The idea that when you are connected with divine spirit, with God, source, the universe, the creator, whatever name you want to put on something that can't be named, can't be defined. It is something that is very, very amazing, the 8 Beatitudes. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, humility. I never remember the last 3, but maybe you guys can fill in the blanks, okay, in the comments if you like. You don't ever have to do anything with this channel that you don't want to do, just FYI. So, but that's what we've got for the grid is the 8-pointed star and octagram. So very, very powerful grid. Yes, we always have powerful grids, and I'm always saying that, but they're different powers depending on what the grid is. So, and the stones. So, that is why I end up saying that stuff. All right. We are looking at chalcanthite. 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 And I apologize for not being able to read very well the lettering underneath at the very bottom. It's a little not clear on the card itself, and obviously with the picture it didn't come through very well, which is why I was spelling it for you guys. Chalcanthite enhances your speaking capabilities, allowing you to communicate better with others around you. So this is tied to the 5th chakra, specifically the throat chakra. Softening your voice isn't about changing the physical volume that you project. It's about choosing the right words at the right time. The energy that protects us and projects from us is a direct reflection of what we feel and carry inside of us. Chalcanthite assists you in using more of your intuition, naturally pushing you to a higher state of being. This passive effect will allow you to vibrate at an elevated level, leading you to make the best decisions for you and your spirituality. It'll help you embrace new ways of thinking and adjust to the energies and emotions around you. This is a direct correlation between its intuitive effect and your newfound clarity. The most common factor for acting out emotionally is due to a lack of understanding of ourselves and the world around you. Meditating with this stone will assist you in your communicative habits as well as spiritual needs. So, very, very interesting stone, very unusual stone that we don't see a lot of. And I'm very, very strongly attracted to this stone in particular. Most of the work that I do is talking, so anything that's involving the throat chakra obviously is important to me. We've also got lapis lazuli in here. You can see those blue points at the 4 corners of the square that's built into this octagram. Lapis lazuli, we are very familiar with. If no one's familiar with that, if anyone's not familiar with that, it's because you were looking for it in the wrong places. Lapis lazuli is a stone that emboldens the communicative abilities between the mind, throat, and heart. One will shortly begin to find themselves radiating the truth of their emotional body. Lapis lazuli's energies promote heightened intellect, inner visions, and expanded mental capacity. It's been viewed as a stone of royalty between powerful kings, queens, dukes, and pharaohs. Our belief in the popularity of this stone was due to its untapped powers. These individuals were secretly aware of the powerful effect that lapis lazuli could have on the brain. Through deep meditation, they were able to understand their thoughts and sculpt their actions based on the knowledge that this stone provided them. So these are obviously our card for today being communication. Both the lapis lazuli and the chalcanthite are very, very strong 5th chakra, throat chakra stones that we are connecting with today for this reading specifically. So let's take a look in the book and find out what the book reading says. And like I said, there'll be an exercise at the end that I strongly encourage you to follow along with and participate with. Get as much out of this reading as is available to you. Okay? So we have card number 3, one of the perfected Tesla numbers and the most perfect of those the first most perfect of those, the number 3 being the most balanced number, the tripod, the triangle, the 3D reality, the pyramid with the 3 sides rather than the 4. The strongest, most stable shape in geometry. So very, very cool. And the very first shape that's able to be drawn outside of a circle. Did you guys know that? Yes, also true. So number 3, very, very important as well. So we have communication, goals, and harmony, which are our keywords for this reading. Communication is the key message here. Chalconthite works with your throat chakra to help you communicate. And because it is a crystal of such special significance, it is especially good for communicating within a group situation or with a partner or friend. If you have drawn this card, it is time for you to express yourself, allowing the expression to manifest in the way that works best for you to get across what you have to say. So you're going to be able to pick the right words at the right time, and they're going to be heard correctly by the listener. Very, very, very cool. Communication comes in many forms, whether it is verbal, written, or through art. Set a clear intention or goal and speak it into being. Let your true being express itself in an uninhabited manner. This is literally what this channel has been all about. Living your authentic life, being your authentic self. Absolutely. Stand strong, speak your truth, and be real. Push aside any cares of not being accepted, because if you project this, you will receive it. If you're worried about people accepting your message, they will have trouble accepting it. Okay? Whatever you are looking at, you're going to draw to you. That was just a reading that we just had not too long ago as well. When you are confident to speak your truth, you will attract people who resonate with what you have to say. There will always be someone who does not believe what you have to say or does not like it, but their feelings are about them, not you, and not your message. When you have something you want to say but feel you cannot say it, you may create an imbalance in this chakra. This can lead to throat issues, such as a sore throat, a constant cough, or the sensation of something stuck in your throat. It can also manifest as thyroid issues, which is what I dealt with my entire life without understanding what was going on. So keep that in mind as well. If you have any kind of thyroid issues, anything in that throat area, you may have a blockage, a partial blockage with your throat chakra, and this reading and this stone's energy in particular from the image of this card. You don't need to hold the stone. The energy is being directed to you through this card, through this image. Okay? See, where was I? Kind of lost that. Throat chakra, yes. If you refuse to say what you need to, this can progress further with the energy backing up into other chakras. If you truly feel you cannot speak your truth, write out what you really want to say on a piece of paper and then burn it. Keep a diary in which you can record anything that is on your mind. Diary, journal, same thing. You could also channel this energy into painting or drawing, poetry. It doesn't matter if you feel you're not good at it. It is the act of doing it that is the key here. No one needs to see it but you. So just do and don't judge the final outcome. You never know. Once you stop judging your ability, you might find a satisfying new hobby. In our exercise for the day, wearing blue or finding a blue crystal or stone to carry with you can help shift the energies in your throat chakra. How do you want to express yourself today? What can you do, say, or practice that allows you to be your authentic self and express what you want to express? You might want to journal your thoughts in your head or visualize yourself saying what you need to say. You might also like to ask Spirit, God, Source, to give you the courage to say what you need to say, or ask them to create a harmonious environment in which it can safely happen. And I'm not going to add a whole lot into that. The only other thing I just want to say is what I say every time, almost every video. Probably if you guys are returning friends, you've heard it until you're probably tired of hearing it, but you're never going to stop hearing it from this channel and from most other people that are speaking this truth as well. Anything that you are doing, if it's not coming from that place of love, it's not going to be well balanced and it's not going to be well received. So always keep in mind, if you need to be speaking something, either verbally, through writing, through art, through song, however you are expressing it, okay? If you're having any issues with having it received, it's because it's coming from an ego place, from a selfish place. You're looking at what you want rather than what is best for you, which may not be the same thing. A lot of times, we want that extra piece of cake, but is it really good for us? It's that kind of energy, okay? So spending that quiet time in meditation, contemplation, prayer, getting a sense of not just what we are and who we are, but what we're doing and where we're going. And how can our communication better bring in that energy of love, that energy of support, that energy of acceptance, first of ourselves, because if we don't love ourselves, it's impossible to love anybody else. If we don't accept ourselves, it's impossible to accept anybody else. Jesus made it very clear. All of the teachers have made it very clear. Whatever you want other people to do, you must do first for yourself. As Rumi said, what you are seeking is already within you. As Bashar says, your emotional body, your thoughts, your beliefs, they're not down low in low energies. They're in upper vibrational energies. So tap into that place of where you're asking God, Spirit, Divine, Wisdom, what is the best thing I can say? What is the best thing I can do for this situation, for whatever it is that you are in the middle of right now? Wayne Dyer had a beautiful way of putting it. How can I best serve from a place of love in this situation? How can I best serve from a place of love in this situation? If you ask that question before you open your mouth, you are going to be amazed at what comes out. It's not going to be anything from your head at all. You're not going to hear words in your head. These words are going to come out of your heart, and they're going to be received that way. So that's the reading that we've got for you for today. You can hear my throat chakra responding to that. But I love you. Be blessed. You are blessed. Be thrice blessed. Blessings upon you. Have the most blessed day. Speak from love always, not just for today, not just for this instance, but always, always be reaching back into that place of love before we open our mouths. I love you. Have the most amazing, fantastic day. Let your communication connect you with everything that's around you. Bring that beauty into your life. Namaste and ciao for now.